Stephen, we'll see you then. Thank you. Right now, local health officials in the CDC are monitoring a measles outbreak in Allegheny County.
At 5, we heard from county health officials live as they announced new cases. Happening right now, we have Team 11 coverage on what we know about the new cases and what it means for you.
And we start with Channel 11 News anchor Gordon Leslie. He's live in the studio with us. And Gordon, you could argue in a way, the good news is that all these cases, the new ones, popped up in one family.
Yeah, David and Lisa, there are 4 new cases, all from one family, 2 adults and 2 children. Officials say these cases are not connected to the original case of the measles that was announced on Tuesday. Only 2 of the 4 patients were in public while they were infectious. One was at Pittsburgh International Airport on April 16th. The other was at Enterprise Rent-A-Car on Babcock Boulevard on May 1st. 3 of the patients are visiting from overseas. They did not say exactly where. The 4th is an adult who lives in Allegheny County and was not vaccinated. The health department is urging anyone not vaccinated to get the vaccine right away.
Vaccination is critical. We are very lucky in Allegheny County to have a very high vaccination rate, and so the vast majority of the public is likely to be protected.
Vaccination not only protects yourself, but it also protects other people in the community who cannot get vaccinated.
And if you are just getting the vaccine, it takes about 2 weeks before you are fully protected. And David and Lisa, there are only 5 cases in Allegheny County, and you heard Dr. Hacker stress the fact that the county does have a high vaccination rate.
All right, thank you, David. And Gordon, you always hear how contagious measles is, but what does this really mean?
Well, health officials say if one person has it, up to 90% of the people close to that person who are not immune will also become infected, so very contagious.
Yes, indeed. All right, Gordon, thank you very much. And Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca, part of our Team 11 coverage. She's live at Pittsburgh International Airport.
And Gabriella, you also went to that rental car facility that we mentioned, and you actually found someone who just missed coming into contact with one of those new patients.
David and Lisa, yes, my photographer and I, we were at the Enterprise tonight, and we just so happened to come across a guy who was there not too long after that infected patient was there. Needless to say, he and many others in Allegheny County are very concerned. The person who was traveling with measles through Pittsburgh International Airport is now recovered. But back on April 16th, health department officials say that person who was infected with measles was here. The person was at the airport around 7:30 to 10 in the morning. An airport spokesperson tells Channel 11, "We've notified our employees and we're cooperating with the health department. We'll continue to monitor the situation going forward." Also at Newark Airport, an international traveler may have exposed others on the same day, April 16th. There's no confirmation if there's a connection between the cases.
It's really close to home, that's for sure.
That's Serge Male's reaction when he found out one of the other people infected with measles was at the Enterprise on Babcock Boulevard, where Male's was dropping off his car tonight.
I knew that there was one that showed up in Pittsburgh, but I never thought it would be in my own backyard.
Health department officials say that infected person was at the Enterprise yesterday between 2 and 5 in the evening. They're now in the hospital.
I didn't think that, you know, I would be that close to it. Obviously, following news and seeing it all across the country, it's an epidemic and it's very scary.
And many of you also know that the Pittsburgh Marathon is still scheduled for this weekend. Tonight I spoke with a spokesperson. She tells me that they are monitoring this very closely with public safety officials and also health officials. But as of right now, there aren't any changes to the marathon. Reporting live from the airport, Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
And again, we asked if the cases at Pittsburgh International and Newark International could be related. The health department told us they hope to have an answer on that for us by tomorrow morning. In the meantime, international travelers who are not vaccinated are particularly at risk. Europe has been hit hard with the highest number of cases in Italy, France, and Greece. The death toll there is at 29. I know there is so much to talk about here. So if you do want more information on the local cases, or if you want to know what the vaccination rate is for your child's school, we have all that information up for you. You can find it on our website, WPXI.com.